Going on, guys? Wolfco Tools again. I'm back with another how-to. Today we're going to be swapping out a kitchen faucet here with this Waterfront by Premier in brushed nickel. We're going to be changing out this one here. And it's got some corrosion going on. The seat's pretty bad on there. It's getting kind of stiff. So I'm going to update it and a pretty good upgrade. So I'm going to show you how to get it done. Alright. So, very important here, get the water off. Turn those off. Cool thing here, this rigid tool, it's got a little valve turn off there. Fits the end of those angle stops perfectly. I've already got these ones turned off, but that little end there fits them pretty well. So that's off. Open up the faucet on the top, make sure you got no more water flow so that you can tell for sure that those are off. So, next thing we're going to do is we're going to loosen up these supply lines. Those off. Using the Hart 6-inch adjustable crescent wrench. Really not crescent because they're not made by Crescent. They are adjustable wrenches. And they're the perfect size for getting under sinks. Okay. I like to kind of just check on them. See if I can do it by hand once they are loosened up. It appears that that one is loose enough. Okay, and I'll do the same with this side. I sure did put these valves pretty close together. Just never know what you're gonna run into doing plumbing. Do a little bit of everything as a maintenance guy, whether it's plumbing, mechanical, appliances, electrical. This is a good trade. You get a little bit of everything. You never know what to expect. Alright. So, you'll see right up there you got those two little plastic tabs. Now I'm hoping they come free because I've shown you guys before you can use an oscillating multi-tool to cut those off. But in a lot of cases you can get them here with this tool. So on the end of this rigid tool, you've got a little fin adapter there. And that should fit on the base of those. And just get those just loose enough so you can do them by hand. Okay. Make sure you guys can see that there. These guys just get super corroded and get just trapped on there. They're pretty hard to get off sometimes. First one's off. Okay, loosen up the second one there. Sometimes it's good to just go back with that tool if it ever starts to bind up on you. Kind of hold it in place. tough one. And it's off. Actually took the whole bolt there with it. So, I'm gonna go back up top again. And should be loose enough to pull it on out. Trick here, these guys get stuck into place. You get those supply lines kind of bind up down below. So, I got a trick for that one too. So you can use some snips. I'm just going to use my linemen's on this one. Get in there and just cut the copper. It's off. Sorry about that. So, supply lines are down below. Those are freed on up. What we are going to do now, we're left with those holes. So with this Premier, got a little escutcheon plate. Also got supply lines and our adapters are going to go down that hole. Just like so. Make sure that the label is facing forward, because you're going to have hot forward, cold in the back. And we are ready. So what we're going to do, pull that sprayer hose down, because that is going to expose our little fitting down beneath. We're going to be using these tabs here. We'll lock it down. I'm going to be using this adapter that they supply with you, and a little center punch just to get into this hole right here. Give it some torque, tighten it down. So back down we go. Okay, so you're going to take these little crimp tabs that are on the base, put them in right there, just where that's going to lock. Just enough room for the supply lines and everything to sit to the side. Okay. Get that nice and tight. Just like so. And I'm going to come back with that tool. Also good to check that you're centered up top. And make sure that everything's lined up and looking good. You can usually tell from down here, so you'll have these little cross hatches that are beneath, kind of line up. So you can see these lines right there, about the center of those holes. And I'm going to take our center punch and kind of start to rotate it. Still have a little tightening to do by hand. Pop that through. That's where it's nice and tight. I'm not going to move. So, next thing we're going to want to do here is connect the supply lines. So, I've got a good view of those there. I'm going to do hot on the hot side. Right there. Get everything finger tight. Go over here and connect our cold side. Again, just finger tight. So I'm going to go ahead and feed that sprayer head down through, and that's going to feed that tube through that center hole. And now we're going to connect two adapter ends. Make sure they're not binding up on any supply lines down there. That's a push connect. So now when you pull the sprayer head, that attaches to it. It adjusts evenly, and you got plenty of room. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and turn my water back on and check for leaks. Again, those are finger tight fittings, but enough compression on those O-rings, those are not going to leak right off the bat. Those are good to go. Now if we come up here, we have got some water. It's a big upgrade from our old one. A little bit of black water is normal at first, just pushing out from the line. A lot of times that's from the washers and those dirty O-rings in there. So let that flush and rinse. On these ones, the Premier, you've got two settings, your standard, your sprayer, a little pause button there. You go in between sides. So we're good to go. Now I'm just gonna run back through, make sure I don't have any leaks. Go ahead and tighten those fittings a little bit more. It's pretty tricky with two angle stops that are so close together. Okay. And we are all good to go, guys. That's how to change out a kitchen faucet, at least if you got a Premier waterfront. Some of them will vary, but for the most part, they're all going to be pretty similar. So good stuff. I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Thanks.